Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K, and this is the week of January 20th to the 25th of 2020 reading for whichever Sagittarius I'm reading for during this general reading. Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female, Saturn, Pluto, etc. All right. So I'm starting out with the Psychic Tarot deck by John Holland, and I'm going to be doing a Celtic spread. So the first card here in the center of the spread is what represents the energies available to or surrounding whichever Sagittarius I'm reading for. So right off the bat, and this card kept falling out as I was shuffling prior to the video, Spirit's really guiding you this week of the 20th of January 2020 with great energies of hope, positive thinking. It's like the law of attraction. Tell yourself that each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends. So invest wisely in those thoughts. The higher, better thoughts are going to result in a higher, better outcome. Now, when I look at the next card we have for the fulfillment of wishes. Now, we do have a number 9 here. So I feel like this Sagittarius I'm reading for during this general reading is knowing in the beginning of the week of January 20th, 2020, about what it is they are wishing for. Now, with the 9, sometimes this wish is about, I want to make a wish come true so I can bring an end to what was. Therefore, I'm going to remain hopeful and positive this week. Right, Sag? All right. So in the foundation of the Celtic spread, we have balance. So Spirit stepping in to say you've come a long way with that first path with the number 11. And now it's time for the next path. A new direction, new decisions, new opportunities, circumstances, situations. And of course, 11 is 1 + 1, which is 2. Finding balance in the area of 2 different things. So I feel like the Sag is just thinking about different things, but the advice here is definitely to remain positive for Spirit wants to fulfill your wishes. So you need to feel balanced and in your trust that through your prayers that you can remain hopeful, trust and faith and Spirit that you will come out of this situation in a more balanced way. You may even be feeling, since this is in your foundation here, very balanced, more than you have in the past. Sag in the beginning of the week of January, so around the 20th to the 22nd, you're going to start to feel more balanced and hopeful. Some of you may be becoming aware by midweek that there is some form of wishes being fulfilled after much hope, and that's what makes you feel more balanced. A little bit excited, though, I'm feeling, which is good. Let me know what this is, if this is your read. All right, so in the past, we have a Sagittarius with the authority energy who is trying to take authority over with the number 4 energies. Stability and security in the home foundation and or having to do with business. For some, maybe you were hoping to come into a position of greater abundance, greater authority regarding work. For others, this could be in a family situation where you were trying to maintain authority over how things were going to go, feeling a little bit imbalanced, but Spirit is bringing you the balance energy back this week and is just saying remain hopeful, for we are going to help for you to fulfill whatever it is you're wishing for. Again, each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends, so invest wisely in your thoughts this week. Now, this quote is by the Daily Guidance from Your Angels deck by Doreen Virtue. So, I'm getting from the 23rd to the 25th, of January 2020. We have a Sag here who has the heartache and loss energies. Interesting. Maybe your wish is coming true, but the advice here is to be or maintain balance. I'm going to clarify that heartache and loss. So the advice in your actions position this week, Sag, It is time to sit in solitude. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed that, but all of a sudden the color in that card just completely, probably because the way I was holding it, but it just seemed like it got really full is what I'm hearing. So there's a lot of spirit around you. So as you sit in solitude, feel the warmth that all is happening in a very balanced and beautiful way. We've got this angel here with the wings, helping someone through heartache and loss. So you're going to have the strength to remain hopeful this week as you sit in solitude. Okay. Now in the spiritual advice position for some Saggies this week, it could be near the end of the week, going into the weekend. We'll say the 24th to the 26th of January 2020, where you or someone else is walking in their shadow side. And this is definitely about thoughts. What you think. The mind controls the body. Now we do have a number 8 here in the 18. So this is about recognizing any unhealthy patterns, behaviors, or cycles in oneself or another. Sometimes we slip into unhealthy energy because of some form of heartache and loss. But Spirit's saying sit in solitude and find balance, for at some point in time you will be able to step beyond this. Yeah. Oh, wow. I don't know what this is about, Sag. I'm sorry for who this is for, but there's a lot of this beautiful, loving energy around you this week. In the hopes and fears position, we have fearing something that's gone on for a period of time, fearing of hoping with emotional withdrawal to heal from energies of heartache and loss and to find balance as you sit in solitude. Now, I'm feeling also very strongly that in the outcome position with the waiting game energy, we have a number 2 here. So again, now is the time to plant the seeds of what you want to make come manifest. What is it that you are wishing for? For Spirit is going to help for you to, as you put time and effort, right? Going around and around, putting time and effort into whatever it is you're wishing for, Spirit is going to help for you to make it come manifest when the time is right, at the right time. So someone may just be feeling a little bit down here because time is of the essence. Interesting. So on the bottom of the deck, we do have fertility here. Number 3, great. Trinity number, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, helping for you to give birth to. Let's check it out in a 3-card summary to my left with the same Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland. Giving birth to an open heart, to a more solid foundation, creating a solid foundation in connection with someone who has this motherly fertility energy. For at some point in time, we're getting the number 9 again. You will be able to reap what you have sown with your successes, and you can now move forward with the number 9 here, the fulfillment of your wishes. For some, this could be a situation where you're surprised by an additional income, a better income, some form of money, maybe an inheritance or advancement here this week. Beautiful. Wow. It could very much happen in the beginning of the week, or for some of you, it might have happened around the 17th. Oh, which is today when I'm filming. Interesting. Let me know. Okay, so see, along with this, you're gathering up your harvest. You're getting ready to bring something to an end because a wish is being fulfilled. If you have remained very hopeful and trusted in Spirit and maintained balance as you sat in solitude or do throughout this week, for new beginnings are going to come. And with the number 0, now is a good time as well to think about what is it I want to create? What's a new beginning in my life mean to me? Is it that I want to take a class in woodwork, that I want to start singing or creating music? For Spirit's helping for you to triumph beyond obstacles and challenges. See, he's not running away from the obstacles and challenges anymore. He sat with Spirit long enough with the number 5. And with the number 5, everything was kind of routine, right? With that circle. And then all of a sudden, there was sudden change. And now you're feeling triumphant. Then we have rejoicing and celebration with the number 3. Father, Son, Holy Ghost, letting go of what was, For some of you, disruptive energy within because you were patient. So this is going to bring you to about, I'm hearing all the way through to the 24th. We have someone here, this Sagittarius, again, trying to find balance about what is my truth, which direction do I want to go towards. With the number 2, 2 plus 0, 20 is 2, but it's a more highly advanced 2, right? You are going to be clear about what a balanced path ahead looks like and who you feel balanced in that connection with. So this could be a business, this could be a different person, this could be a spiritual union with another, and you're getting to the truth that this is indeed the one you want to move forward with. So 0 represents thoughts, not to get too deep here. 2 plus 0 means, it's a moment of thought about a new journey, finding the truth within yourself, and then boom, the number 2, right direct to the point, and we have a spiritual union, something that was meant to be. Some are having to let go of old energies of love still, even though you feel as though you have. By the end of the week, again around the 24th, we have a Sagittarius who is recognizing they're coming into the light of their truth. So Spirit's giving you strength to not walk in the shadow side. For what your mind thinks your body will create, good or bad. But you start to see the light now. Why? Because there is success of some sort. There's a beautiful view from somewhere. And this is all about material and spiritual prosperity, these energies. Why? Because someone achieved something. There will be great success and achievements here. Getting the 4th day in, so it'll be the 24th. I'm feeling 2020 achievements regarding your foundation, a beautiful rainbow, and almost like walking towards this new beautiful home, like right? And now it's time to move on. He's moving on. He's moving the foundation or into a new foundation with the number 4 towards the number 6, which is success. So here comes that harmony you've been trying to and patiently waiting for some of you. Time just had to pass for but a moment. And now this week, I think some of you are going to recognize success in a spiritual union, that it is very harmonious, but that there are some changes, some movements, some decisions that need to be made. So there's a very spiritual transformation that is happening for this Sagittarius when the transformation energies come in. Look at this Sag used to be sad, down, depressed, gray, unfulfilled, and boom. Now you're sprouting your wings and you're able to fly. Why? Because of this brand new path. Because prosperity begins when you plant a seed, right? Each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends. So invest wisely in what you are planting. For we are going to help you, Spirit, saying, to create prosperity from your thoughts. The seeds you are planting. Seeds, I mentioned those for, I think, the second half of January for both Sagittarius and I want to say Pisces. Positive movement forward where you can rest and reflect. Amen. Then you can stand your ground about what it is you want and do not want moving forward in your life. Beautiful. By the weekend, around the 25th and 26th of January 2020, we have partnerships and alliances coming together with another. That is a very blessed connection with the number 3, Father, Son, Holy Ghost. Things happening quickly because someone here learned a lesson or they went through a journey that was long and difficult, is what I'm hearing. And I haven't heard that for that card before. Usually this is about recognizing unhealthy patterns, behaviors, or cycles within oneself or another, having to do with this partnership that is blessed. So for some of you on the weekend, from the 24th to the 26th of January 2020, there may be some form of temptation. Someone here is suffering in silence, so they're very easily tempted. There's worry and concern regarding money, but Spirit's saying, we're giving you the strength with, again, the number 9. Do you want to end a journey and move ahead, or what do you want? Choose wisely, for either way there will be recognition and reward. For some of you are going to come to the realization, if you sit down and really listen to these messages, write down what you're hearing and ask yourself, why did I write this down? How do I feel like I'm trapped? Because Spirit's trying to bring you into an awareness that you can manifest with that magician energies your destiny. It's not that far away, but you've got to be patient. And then at some point, there's going to be an ability to plan. In hindsight, this Sag by the weekend is going to say, oh my gosh, I was so conflicted. And now I see. With the third eye chakra being lit up, the number 6, again, representing success. And the number 2, about a new direction this week. Planting seeds, coming into harmony, making decisions. Should I move on from this foundation because there are achievements? Someone's receiving a lot of attention and recognition along with material and spiritual prosperity. Something is being born, and some of you, this could be born through another person. Manifested, right? Someone's working hard on what they're trying to accomplish, and you're trying to remain balanced, maybe, Sag, and you're feeling like maybe you can't be hopeful, like you've had to somehow take authority over a situation, and it caused for you to feel down, which could cause for you to walk in your shadow side this week, right? I can't help but say, I'm going to bring in my 7 sins, okay? Each journey, every path, when we put our time and effort into a person, place, circumstance, or situation, we climb the mountain and we observe by a number 5 card, and then we go down the other path, either learning from an experience or falling into the river of shame and humility below. So what is the sin that some of these Sagittarius may be dealing with this week? Envy. Wanting something that someone has, feeling insecure, looking for momentary pleasure. Be careful. We are all tempted when we make a decision to go down a specific journey or direction. I think I'm going to clarify with the Gypsy Oracle deck for this Sagittarius, please, dear Lord, Spirit, Guides, and Angels, representing the week of January 20th of 2020. Okay, we have hope. Oof. Where there is misfortune. Again, each thought you have is an investment that pays immediate dividends one way or another, so invest wisely. For if you don't have hope, there may be energies of misfortune, is the advice. Okay, so in the thoughts position of the Celtic spread, we have someone waiting in a room, hoping to connect maybe with another or contemplating their future, what they are wishing for. In the beginning of the week of January 20th of 2020. Okay, I'm sorry for whoever's energies these are. You're being guided to remain balanced as someone else may be moving into a higher level spiritually. And then we have death here, misfortune, and waiting in a room. And Spirit's saying, have hope. So maybe some of you are fearful that something's coming to an end, that you're kind of sitting in your own space right here, and Spirit's saying, fulfill your wishes for what you ground yourself with, a hobby, gift, talent, or skill, or maybe just doing a crossword puzzle. Sitting down and giving yourself some time will help for you to find balance this week. So in the past, we have authority. Someone here has the uniform energy. Maybe there was someone who wore a uniform and they were in authority. And then some form of misfortune happened, and Spirit saying, have hope, for we will help to make your wishes come true regarding an ending. We will help for you to have balance as you sit in solitude with heartache, for we will protect you from unhealthy energies within you or around you, and help for you to get beyond what transpired into what can now be. For a path is growing and prospering through your efforts, whatever your efforts are this week. For others, someone's been taking a position of authority, but you've been coming off a little bit too intense with the soldier energies, having a harsh exterior, not being hopeful, sitting by yourself, thinking about bringing something to an end, and Spirit saying, remain hopeful, for the fulfillment of your wishes will come. And there will be balance. Oof, goodness. So by Thursday or Friday, look at that. 23rd and 24th, 23rd or 24th of January 2020, this Sag has falseness, heartache, and loss. You have control over sitting in solitude and contemplating how to move on from a situation involving children and or your childhood. For as you move forward from some form of trial, Spirit's going to bring you communication about how you can move forward and plant new seeds this week. For some of you, you may be receiving some form of communication from someone who's walking in their shadow side, right? They're making bad decisions. Here you are feeling down for some reason, and Spirit's saying you can fulfill your wishes to not feel alone, but watch for the falseness of others. For Spirit wants you to maintain balance and hope this week, and to bring an end to anyone or anything that involves the falseness energies of this cat here this week. So in the hopes and fears position, someone may be surprised. And the death sometimes card down here could represent someone who has Scorpio in their chart, surprised at what transpires and then having to emotionally withdraw from falseness. Oof. Be careful if you're dating someone that comes off real intense this week and you're single. Obviously, this person could cause misfortune. And so, of course, I'm really feeling guided to tell someone if you go on a date, don't bring them to your house. Meet them out in public. Make sure nobody follows you. Just be safe. Oh, goodness gracious. So in the outcome position, we have the waiting game, waiting for the servant, this man to come and open doors and be a gentleman in your life. And Spirit saying, do not give up. So this is a single person who needs to understand that as you plant new seeds, as you find what you enjoy in your life day to day, a hobby, gift, talent, skill, those seeds that you plant that you tend to every day will eventually grow into prospering stability, emotional and spiritual stability. And when you have that, Spirit will then send someone to you. And it may be a surprise. Like if you make it through a week of a temptation or letting go of someone where there's false energies and misfortune and whatever, you've got the strength to do that this week. Could be someone that you had children with, where children were involved. Maybe you wanted to have children, but the message is to walk in the highest, best path. I want to check on the 7 sins that the other person could be dealing with in their journey. If the shadow energy represents someone who is communicating falsely, what are their gluttony? Their life has become too predictable, therefore they're being guided to watch for addiction. Now, addiction could be a person, place, circumstance, situation, or substance, however this applies. Interestingly enough, on the bottom, we have the enemy energies. So you have the ability here with these energies this week, Sag, to recognize anyone or anything that is manipulative. Thinking maybe about sneaking away or doing something, one of the 7 sins, I'll just say. But sighing because you have healed or because someone came in and offered some form of fortune. And you may be looking at this old woman energy who's been through a lot and hoping that she will give you some form of consolation. Some of you may be connecting with someone who is surprised by some form of money. Now, for others, I do have to say we do have the widower energy. So Spirit is helping you to heal and then to let go and then to take off the blindfold of sadness and memories very slowly but surely. Have hope. Here we have hope again this week. that Spirit is going to help to guide you into the next highest, best spiritual path. So you can let go of heartache. Yeah, there's stubborn energy here. Somebody was hoping to profit from a situation or a person in some way, and it resulted in stubborn energies. Someone here this week is thinking of a friend and love, wanting to give their faithfulness to another, but feeling sorrowful. Somebody wants to reunite, and it's stealing your peace of mind, but it will lead you to despair. If you walk in your shadow side, if you do something that could hurt anyone else through your decisions this week. Yeah, there's conversation, there's joyfulness, there's gathering by the weekend. We have someone kind of waiting, looking at their home environment, home and family by the weekend, the Sag. Looking at a lover energy with the priest here showing up saying you need to make the highest, best decision. Or you may be looking at someone who is ready to marry. You may be looking at a situation involving money. And then we have arrogance and the scholar. For some of you, you may be tested by someone and it's a lesson, not your life partner. They're a lesson to see if you will fall for this energy of the peacock, arrogance again. Because once we prove to Spirit that we're beyond this unhealthy falseness and misfortune of the past, Spirit will then send someone to us, right? Because there's two things that we receive back from Spirit with good juju, karma, and those come in the form of love and money, okay? Okay, so I'm going to close by pulling one card. Wow, this was a long one, but it was a few different people here. So should these messages resonate for one thing and you'd like more information, feel free to write me at my email, which is josiek42@gmail.com. I offer a 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, and yearly reading, and my price list will be in the box below. I am turning readings around within about 24 to 48 hours. And I do emergency readings as well, as you'll see in the box below this video, that I can turn around usually within 1 to 3 hours. It just moves you up to the front of the line. I'm also offering the New Year special, which is a 15-minute video reading for just $25 if you'd like to give it a try. Closing with one card from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms deck by Colette Baron Reed. For this Sag, representing the week of the 20th to 26th, I believe. The Eagle King, and I've seen this before with others before your sign. It's about looking at the big picture this week. It's about trusting that Spirit will guide you with angelic help into the highest, best path. For a surprise may come, and at some point you're going to recognize that the seeds you have planted, and I think this was in one of the previous readings I did for you, Sag, are really starting to sprout. It's about putting that time and effort in, energy in. For some of you, someone may come towards you, and you open the door to success after a lot of misfortune, a lot of falseness, a lot of difficulty and feeling lonely. But this is a karmic week. Be careful if you are tested. Okay, I could go on and on. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please like, share, and or subscribe. Thank you so very much to those of you whom have donated. Take care, and God